just your,
Sure.
most drop shippers, you're looking at about 30%, so every dollar that you make, you're going to take home about 30 cents of that, between your costs, your ads, everything else that, all the miscellaneous costs that go into that. So I'd say anybody that wants to go into this space, do your research, find out what it's about, but also niche down. Niche research is probably the most important, one of the most important factors of it, but also too, you got to get down all of the mechanics of it, just like anything, kind of like taking apart an M16. You first look at it, there's all these different things. What are all these different parts? But after a while, you can put everything together, the upper, the lower, pop the pins in, and here you go. Kind of the same thing. You just, a lot of people go into it too fast. They don't take their time. They buy into this idea that it's going to be very fast money. You can make a lot of money in it. You actually can, but it's not going to be, in a month from now. It's like anything, you have to grow it, you have to nurture it, and you really have to put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. That's advice I would give somebody. And find yourself a good mentor, or get yourself some good courses. I'll say this, there are people that spend $2,000, $3,000 in these guru courses, and some of them are great, but you can go onto Udemy and you can find some of the top selling courses. In fact, I think right now they're on sale for $10, $12. Udemy runs specials all the time. But just because you're paying $10 or $12 doesn't mean it's not a good course. Some of these courses usually are $250, $300. So that's a good resource. Or YouTube. I mean, there's a lot of, but if you get a course, at least you're getting the whole thing. You're not just, kind of cherry picking, here and there.
Yeah, good advice there. So to kind of wind up our Q&A time, and this is one of my favorite questions because most people don't expect it. Tell me something about you that people that know you don't know about. It's kind of a trivia thing. What's something about you that nobody knows?
Something that nobody knows. Let's see. I want to start painting. I'm into photography, but I don't really do it. I also used to play drums, what I call BC, Before Children. I actually used to play in some bands in Florida. One that got signed to Atlantic Records in the early 90s. But
really?
Yeah, they got signed. They were one of these bands that got signed, but it's when they were signing right before the grunge craze came in. They were just signing all these bands, and they maybe had one or two songs, and they kind of went away.
Yeah.
But so one of the things about me is I have a very creative side. One of the things I like about doing this business here is the creating, the thinking of the ads and thinking of content that I'm looking to put out later on. Starting a channel maybe to help people and to build my brand and get my name out there too. As I've stated before a couple times here, I believe in helping people. I'm not going to give you everything. I'm not going to do it for you.
Sure.
But I think if you help enough people, who was it? Zig Ziglar has a good saying. You can have anything in life that you want as long as you help enough people along the way. So you got to help more people out, but you get what you put out, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Sure. Yeah. And, I operate, my personal practice the same way that it's not about, how much money you're making as such. You do enough good out there and you're going to be taken care of.
Absolutely.
You see enough people.
Sorry about that. I'm going to take you over. Yeah, my dogs, they kind of get excited. Of course, now everybody. Sorry about that. Let me come out here. I'll show you the backyard. Yeah, it's actually not raining here, believe it or not. It's been really nice. But yeah, no, absolutely. You do help enough people along the way. You put out good vibes. You put out good things. You try to be a great person, and it is going to come back to you tenfold.
Absolutely. And obviously, on that note, that's a perfect place to kind of start winding down. But people that want to reach out to you and want to take advantage of what it is that you're doing, how would they contact you?
Let me give you my email. It's RJW 514, the word number in lowercase, NUMBER 2@gmail.com. We'll start behind that. Now, I use different ones. I have 2, 3, 4, 5, junk mail, things like that. That's RJW514NUMBER2@gmail.com. Any questions, anything I can help anybody out with, I'll be more than happy to, give you a hand. If I don't know the answer, I'll try my best to, help you out or point you in the right direction.
Outstanding, Robert. And, thank you for your time this afternoon and, being able to give some good information for our listeners and, be able to help people, change their life.
Well, hey, James, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity here. And, again, as we just spoke, hopefully, you, by doing what you're doing, you're being a force multiplier and helping people out with your podcast. And hopefully, I can maybe do the same thing too, put some good juju out there in the universe and hopefully help some people out and, be a force multiplier for good.
That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Well, you have a great weekend and, anytime that you want to come back on the program, you just let me know.
Oh, absolutely, James. Hey, thank you. You as well. And you have a great day. And again, I do appreciate you giving me this opportunity.
All right. You too. Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks. Bye now, James.
Bye-bye.